Bronco team. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
And off we go from Denver. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to
his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Throw caught by Musgrave. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jayden Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Packers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That is caught. Touchdown! Christian Watson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain. On 2nd down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great 6th sense. Maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Off play action. Fields. He's to the 15. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Broncos nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's good for our Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd down and 6 now.
The 41-yard line.
Now Wilson. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dosich. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. 21-0 our score. After 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 22-yard line.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game. But, Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. On second down, here's Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One play action. Fields. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. To Mixon on the check down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Broncos first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw again is Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Wilson. That is caught. Touchdown Broncos. Greg Dulcich from 19 yards away. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense heading back for one final 1st half drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got it at the 15. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. A final shot before the break. Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. The 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Now the Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Fields, a short throw to Musgrave. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 35. First down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Hall again. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers ready to take over offensively. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. As this complete to Woods. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play action. It's Fields.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Broncos' 23-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They'll try to run with Hall.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers extend their lead yet again. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Wilson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
Finding space at the 40. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. There's Wilson to throw.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, Fields. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Fields changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Denver getting set to take the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
Touchdown! Tim Patrick, 32 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now the Packers get set to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Fields throwing again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. That is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Wilson.
Slant pass to Boyd.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Fields throw pulled in by Woods.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Here we go. 1st down, Green Bay.
Off play action. Fields
On the move to his left.
that one caught downfield by Watson.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again here, Wilson.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions
and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy